So unless you've been living under a rock, you know that Bleach is a thing that exists. It was an anime series for a very long time. It actually ended a while ago, like a year ago, maybe 2 years ago. I can't even remember exactly when. But before it was an anime series, like most anime series, it was a manga, and a manga is comics basically. So it was that for a very long time, and it's shonen, which means that it is aimed at usually young men, like 15-year-olds and stuff like that, which is kind of where I was at the age of 15 when I started getting into Bleach and started watching it, and anime in general, but specifically Bleach as well. It's a stupid show with lots of fights. But more do you need? It has some ridiculous premise, and then they got these really big swords with special powers and they fight. What's not to like? I mean, now that you watch it, it's really dumb and bad and stupid, but I'm stuck, and that's really the problem. I'm stuck. I have to keep watching it. And the series actually ended. I'm actually reading the manga right now. And they have said that this is the last arc of the manga. So the story that they're currently telling, it could take 15 bajillion years for it to finish, but this is the last story. Once they're done with this, the manga will not continue. Or so they have said before. I don't know if that's the real thing, but I'm still stuck. I'm still reading it. It's not like the most amazing. It doesn't blow my mind. It's nothing. It's just like, it's just fun. It's just kind of like half nostalgia and half, I don't know. It's this thing that you started, so you gotta finish it. And it's not like I'm suffering through it and trudging through it, because I could say there are things that I am. I mean, in the anime series, for instance, they lots of times they do fillers. And fillers are when the anime gets too close to the manga, right? The actual shows that are 20-minute long episodes that cover a lot of ground are getting ahead or reaching the point where they reach the manga, which is the manga is just like, it's a strip of like 20 pages that comes out. It's comics, so it obviously can't have the same amount of content in there. And both of them get released usually every week. So they get up to that, and then they have to fill in time until the manga gets further ahead. So they make something that's completely crap and has nothing to do with the main story, and nobody cares about it, and it's 90% of the time utter and complete shit, and you just don't care about it at all, and it's bad, and it makes you want to stop watching it. But and sometimes you do. I mean, right now, for example, I'm also still following Naruto, which we're not going to discuss today, but it's kind of the same thing. But I'm also still following Naruto, the anime. I'm not reading the manga because the manga's actually ended, and for some reason the anime is in fillers right now, even though they have the end. They know what the end is. It's good. They could just continue making actual, but they're making fillers right now. So I'm not watching them. I'm just waiting for them to end, for them to continue with the actual canon story. So yeah, that's someone my age who started watching anime like 10 years ago or more than that, probably more than I can't even remember. And I'm just stuck on these things. And it's not that terrible. Today, what happened to me, and this is the reason I'm talking about it, is today I read the issue that came out today, and I read these things online because there's no other way for me to get them. I just read it online, and I got so hyped. I got so hyped because it's the last arc, and because it's the last arc, they know that they gotta tie in, they gotta finish up everything that's been left undone. And in the Bleach universe, every character has a sword, or it has some kind of power, and usually they have two levels to that power. They have the power, they have just the sword, and then they release the first form of their sword, and it does a special power, and then it releases the second level and shows that. And there's a lot of characters, a lot of characters in the last decade, you know? A lot of characters that are mainstay of Bleach that have not shown us, for example, this is just one example, have not shown us those things. There's a lot of unanswered questions. And, like, what is the power of this guy who we've been seeing for a million years? What are his special powers? And as these characters, whom I love because I've been stuck with them for like 10 years, and you just kind of, things grow on you, no matter how stupid they are. If you've been there for 10 years, they just do. It just happens. They're finally showing these characters stuff kind of in rapid succession because they're ramping up towards the end. Just kind of go, okay, let's throw, who didn't we do yet? Okay, that guy, this, that guy, okay, that. And it's stupid, really stupid, but also, you see the smile on my face? It's like, oh my god, that's so cool. And so I still think it's cool. I still feel like a 13-year-old seeing stupid characters with giant swords. And it's refreshing. It's fun to think about these things that way. And it's just all the childhood, all the childness inside me. It's just like, yay, finally giant swords. And I think that's a good thing. I think that's a good thing, because and I actually have been talking about this kind of feeling in a different aspect in the last, I don't know, 2 months or so, and having that passion and having that love and having that stupidity inside you and enjoying and laughing and having fun. And these are things that are just it's stupid. And you kind of, there's such a notion of just being an adult and taking everything seriously, and it's like child versus adult. And it's really funny because I'm actually also rewatching a very old anime, not very old, but a relatively old anime that talks about child versus adult. I'm just rewatching it right now. It's called FLCL Fully Cooley, which is a remarkable anime that pretty much everyone who's seen says is the most crazy stuff ever, and it's wonderful anime. Let's not get into that more than that. But it's that child versus adult thing all over again. It's like letting yourself feel like a stupid kid. I think it's the best thing ever. And I don't register in the, no, I'm an adult now and screw you, I can't have any fun. I think that's stupid to put yourself in that type of box. And it's fun to enjoy things that are really dumb sometimes, even if you know that they're bad. If you put them under the microscope, if you try and think about them and investigate them and understand them, you see that they're kind of rad, but they have merit. And if you can understand that merit, you can understand what the good things about them and focus on that. And if you approach something from that location, from that direction, then you could enjoy it. And obviously this doesn't apply to everything. There are things that just don't speak to you. But giant swords and fighting and cool choreography and characters that I've been with for a million years, that speaks to me. You know, it just freaking speaks to me. If you show me all these things without any emotional connection, without me being there for a million years, it's probably really stupid. But because I have this connection for such a long time, it's awesome and it's fine. And I think that's something that you can understand, right? And not tell me that I'm an idiot for still looking at Bleach. So don't tell me that I'm stupid for still looking at Bleach. You can understand that, right? That's basically, I want to validate myself that it's okay that I'm still looking at Bleach. Basically, this is what it's about. I want to self-validate here, all right? Okay. Thank you very much. I'll see you guys next time.